So far, we have been studying linear equations one line at a time. But what if we have two lines? How can they interact with each other? One important interaction between two lines is intersection, when the two lines meet. Do two lines intersect with each other? And what if they don't? Well, if two lines do not intersect, they must be going in the same direction. And if two lines go in the same direction, we call them parallel. So the only time two lines don't intersect is if we have parallel lines. Furthermore, since we can measure direction with slope, we know that if two lines have slopes m1 and m2, the lines are parallel when m1 equals m2. Now that we have looked at the case of when two lines don't intersect, let's return to the case where two lines do intersect. The way we've drawn it, they intersect at one point. But could they intersect at 2 points? If we know 2 points on a line, then we can find the exact line passing through those 2 points. That is, only one line can pass through 2 points. So if two lines intersect at 2 points, they must be the same line. These are the only 3 cases of how two lines can intersect. We have looked at the last 2 cases, so let's look at the first. The 2 main questions that arise are how do they intersect and where do they intersect? We will answer these 2 questions of where do they intersect and how do they intersect. But we will learn how to find the point of intersection soon, not just yet. For now, let's look at the question of how do they intersect. And in particular, let's ask the question, is the intersection perpendicular? Remember what it means to be perpendicular. Two lines are perpendicular if they meet at a 90-degree angle. What we can find is that if two lines have the same slope m1 and m2, then the lines are perpendicular if m1 is the negative reciprocal, or -1, over m2. So we have seen the 3 cases of how lines can interact. The lines can intersect at 1 point. The lines can intersect at 0 points, in which case they're parallel. And if the 2 lines intersect at 2 or more points, they must be the same line. Furthermore, we saw that if 2 lines have slopes m1 and m2, then the lines are parallel when m1 equals m2, and the lines are perpendicular when m1 is the negative reciprocal of m2.